guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we are live at 5. Hey Robin. Hi Doris. Hi Mitzi. Hi Vicky. Hi Andrea. Hi Michelle. Hey Jen. Hi Michelle. So we are sold out of our folio for Black Friday. That was pretty quick. Let's give it another minute to see when it jumps over to the computer so I can see comments. So guys, while we're waiting, maybe you can give me some help. I was asked by a friend about food, and Vicky, call us after the live. But I was asked by a friend about foods. What is the name of that thing you get in minestrone soup? It's kind of like a grainy thing, and it has like a line down it like it's an eye. I can't remember what it's called. It's like small. It's like a grain of some kind, but it's in minestrone soup. Barley. It might be barley. And that has like an eye. Does it look at you when it floats around in the soup? I'll have to be brave and look at it online after. I don't like lima beans. I don't like to look at them either. So it must be barley then. It's got a strange taste. Insipid. But it's like a whole bowl of eyeballs looking at you. That must be it then, barley. Okay. I blocked it out of my head. So thanks, guys. Okay. New in. Finally, we got the monthly 2026 for the Traveler's Notebooks. So I am good for next year because I was thinking if these don't come in from Japan, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've used this system for a long, long time, and so now I have my monthly and my weekly, and there are some left in the online store if you guys need them too. Okay, so let's do a demo. Let's do kind of a mixed media-ish demo because, you know, I've done some a lot of scrapbooky stuff. I'm going to use the Paper Artsy MN124. I'm going to use some archival graphite ink. And I'm going to do a planner page. So I'm just going to very lightly add some of this so you can barely see it kind of thing on the background. I'm going to hold it up because you can barely see it. And that's the whole idea, that you can barely see it. So did you guys see Raquel from Scrap Cozy had her new Paper Artsy release today? Fabulous mushroom stamp in there. So hoping everything clears customs and it will be here Friday. Speaking of customs, I got some surprise invoices in the mail for customs charges on shipments I've already paid customs charges on. I hope they're not trying to get 2 payments for each shipment. I know it in gesso. Hey, Kathy. Okay, I want to make sure this is dry. I mean, this is archival ink. It does dry pretty fast, but I still want to make sure it's dry. I know I will have to gesso something tomorrow. Okay. All right. Let's move that out of the way. Now I have this stencil from Studio Light. This is called Mask BJ01. I wish they'd put names on things because it would make my life easier. Hey David, how you doing? Hi Norma. Okay, let me just, there's a couple of little bits from the stencil that need to be popped out that weren't done. So David, how are you doing? Another one here, and then I think I might have to use my scissors on that one. You're up late, David. Okay. So I'm just going to put this on my page. You know, I'm going to line it up in case I move it. I should tape it down, but I won't. I'm going to just take a blending brush and some Wow. What I will do actually is, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to tape my stencil down just in case it moves. It is barley now I think about it. I don't like barley. Although isn't barley what you make beer from? Okay, I'm going to use some Wow embossing for my filthy pad. Because you can't see where you're putting this on a white surface, doesn't really matter. If I miss bits, it's okay. I will cover it with something. Hey, Yvonne. Hey, Maria. Yeah, it's a pretty stencil. Oh, the puppy keeps you up late? My never sleeping keeps me up late. Oh, before I forget, guys, make sure you tune in at 5 o'clock tomorrow because I have a very important announcement to make. Otherwise, you'll have to wait until an email goes out on Thursday. Okay, we're going to kind of figure out, maybe we got a good portion of it. Let's just take that off. Let's grab another piece of paper. Oh, you can see, actually that's quite pretty. Can you see where my ink pad was dirty and that transferred? It's actually quite pretty. Oh, now I feel like I want to leave it like that. No, I'm going to do what I was going to do. So I have white embossing powder. I really should open another container. It's not like I don't have a whole bunch. I'm going to try and get it on this side now. So we have our fountain pen meetup on Saturday. I really should have opened a new container before I did this. Okay. We're going to imagine I got most of it. Some beers have barley. See, I like beer. I just don't think I don't like my food looking at me. Not that lima beans look at you, but they're just gross. Sorry if you're a lima bean fan, anybody. Try to be politically correct, but you know. See, Raquel had 3 new stencils and 3 new stamps on her live today. Of course, I love the mushroom one. I didn't get embossing powder here, but that's okay. I'm just going to have to redo it again with that dirty stamp pad because that was pretty. So I had 3 Zoom meetings today. Gosh, that was a lot. You never met a bean you didn't like? So Vicky, you do the lima beans? Ew. I liked you. I'm not sure I do now. Sorry. Hey, Letta. I know it did. It transferred the dirt from my embossing pad. I need to keep one embossing pad just for me. This one gets used in classes, and that's how it gets dirty, unfortunately. But that's okay. It still works. Okay, I did get some there. Once it gets going, it goes pretty quick. A few spots didn't get embossing powder on. It's all good. Okay. I think I've heated what I can heat. Oh no, it's here. I think I heated everything that I could melt. Didn't really get any embossing powder down there, but it's such a pretty stencil that I wanted to use it. Okay, so I'm just gonna cool it down a bit. And I'm going to take some of these watercolors that came back in stock. These are the ones from the Netherlands. We sold out and they just came back in stock. It's a little bit warm, but while that's cooling, let me get this open. No barley. Yeah, Jill, it does, right? No barley in minestrone? I wonder what soup it was I had and was traumatized by it. Okay, let me find a brush. So this one, of course, is the blue Not sure what it's called. Pack. More water. You put barley, Jill? Oh. So it looks like everybody really, except for me, likes barley. Now, when you leave the water on the watercolors longer, of course they get, ooh, got some embossing powder up there. They get creamier, right? And I'm putting a wet brush into them, so they're not going to be very creamy. Although that bit is there. Okay. Let's add a little bit of blue down here at the bottom because I've got some green. So it kind of blends the two together. Okay. Let's move that out of the way. I need a bigger desk. Okay, let me just wipe that up. Because it has embossing powder as well. Okay. So now I'm just going to wipe it kind of off the embossed part. Okay. I'm going to try and dry it, but barley, David, is I think it's a grain, and it has like a slit across the top it's white or off-white color, and it has like a line across it that is kind of a brown color. So it looks like eyeballs floating, and it's got a very insipid taste. I'm sure you have it in the Netherlands. Okay, so I don't want to get my heat tool too close because I don't want to remelt my embossing powder. I just want to get it dry. Yeah, you don't like it either, right? Yeah. Okay. I think that might be... Okay. I have this. This is a die called Belinda Stitched Hexagons from Sizzix. And what it is dies that also have a separate one. So these straight ones cut, these emboss, and you can use them together. But I wanted to cut a window. So let me do that, and I will be right back. You don't want to cut wet cardstock, but I think this is dry enough to cut. And I'm going to move it down just slightly because what I can do is it's going to cut this window, but I can save this piece and use it for something else. So let me cut. So I have a nice window in my page. Now, let's see what I did with the gray ink pad. And let's just ink the edges. Let me get another sponge because that one is just really bugging me. That looks cleanish. I'm going to throw this one away. Okay. So it's quite pretty with the shimmering watercolors on here. I'm going to hold it up in just a sec. And that white embossing. And then I have this piece I can actually do on another page and put on make as a card. I think it's pretty. I can't believe Thanksgiving is next week. Seems like I blinked and November is almost over. Oh, you used gesso today, David? Made you think of me. I do like my gesso. Okay. So I have that. Now what I thought about doing is, I have these pretty dies from the flower release from ECD, I think it was last week. And I thought maybe this one, I do like fern leaves. So let me find a piece of paper to cut this from. I'm going to find some watercolor paper. Okay. Found a piece. All right, let me cut this. I think this is mixed media paper. Oh, it's for texture. That's actually one of the things I don't like is the texture of barley. It's very, I don't know how you would say that as a word other than, but yeah, it's a texture thing as well with the barley. Okay. All right, got 2 leaves. Let's see what. Let's use this darker green here. And then let me get a little bit of this limey green. Okay. Let's just move this out of the way. The 2 greens on here are very pretty. I'm going to hold this up as soon as it's dry so you can see the shimmer and stuff. Ooh, you like barley's chewishness? I don't think it's not really chewy. It's waterlogged. It's probably the best way I can describe it. Kind of mushy and waterlogged. Like I don't like tofu. Right, and that's a textural thing. But yeah, I like cheese. I love cheese. Okay. Now we all know about my weird eating habits. Look at how pretty that leaf is. Oops, let me get it in camera. With the 2 colors, you really can't see. It's. So you like the chewiness of that too? But yeah, it's very, very pretty with the 2 colors. So where am I for time? I don't have a lot of time. Okay. So I was kind of going to make a winter scene with this, right? And then do a frosty window behind. So I think I need some wintry flowers, which I don't have in front of me. So what we'll do, but the fern leaves are absolutely gorgeous. I think, Joel, you got this set, right? Absolutely stunning. So let's pick it up tomorrow, and I'll pull some flowers out that I want to use. But make sure you tune in at 5 o'clock tomorrow for my announcement. Like I said, otherwise you could watch the replay, or you could wait until the newsletter on Thursday. But let me go pull some flowers that I'm going to use on this and the other things that I wanted. I wasn't sure how far we'd get today. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Go check out the stamps from Scrap Cozy today. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching me. Bye.